Gul'dan versus Rexxar!
Let the hunt begin. Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, now this is getting kind of iffy, whether to keep Reno or not. I'm gonna keep it and see what happens, because I'm not even keeping Healbot. I wouldn't keep Healbot and Reno. Let's go ahead and keep Reno. I'm trying to think if I want to keep the Owl against Hunter. Yeah. So I need one Molten and one Void Caller in order to get what I want.
I'll show them. I'll show them all.
So the question is, do I play both of these? I don't curve out that well without tapping, so I'm gonna just play one, just the Zombie Chow. And I might consider trading for the Leper Gnome instead of the Mad Scientist, so I don't pull out the secret. All my stuff does more than 1 damage anyways. Right now this is a 2-3, so it trades the same. Most of my stuff later on will do 2 as well. There are a couple of differences. Is if he kills this, for example, and then he gets some moral, I get a moral pull I can't kill. Okay, so the question is, do I Sun Fury this guy? I guess I should save Sun Fury. I have too many big cards in my hand that would give more damage. I'm not attacking. It's very likely explosive with the way he played. Just wants to get more face damage and setting up for my 2-1 anyways. So if he does play like a Charger this turn, or King Golem, or Wolf Rider, if I don't attack his face, I can trade for the Minion. With this, I'm going to try to play my Giant this turn and taunt up next turn, and I still have the Sun Fury. And I'm gonna need a top deck of get a Void Caller at some point to play the Reno. Okay, this is getting very close. I might not even be able to attack here. I guess it comes down to how I want to win this game, because, well, let's start by attacking like this. Okay. So let's just say I do 8 damage in this turn, and then 24. I do have lethal in 2 turns, but I'm taking 2 more damage. Do I have lethal anyways? No, I don't. I might just have to attack.
Almost out of time.
So I do have lethal next turn, but this puts me in range of Kill Command and Hero Power, or Dark Bomb and Hero Power. But I'm just, it's hard to make the play where you don't go for the win, I guess, because I don't have any healing in my hand. Whereas the other player would maybe give me a turn, but I would have, I think, 3 top decks. And it does seem like I shouldn't be keeping Reno. That makes it significantly worse. But it makes my deck all around stronger with the 2 Molten Giants. I might consider keeping Reno next time against Hunter if I have, like, say, 1 Molten Giant or 1 Void Caller or something. That way I only need to get the other one. And I also mulligan Healbot, and that might be just a better option, because 8 might be just what I need to keep me alive a little bit. And Reno is something like, probably you win the game straight up. You can still lose from Healbot more easily, but it was just a test, basically.
I can fix anything.
Okay, so I guess it really depends what is more threatening, the Tunnel Trog or Cogmaster. I guess Feral Spirits would make Tunnel Trog do 3 and a mech would make Cogmasters do 3. In the long run though, Tunnel Trog can overload multiple times like Mana Worm. It's not just about this turn. Like say he plays Feral Spirits and then overloads again later on, it can go up to 5, etc. So just gonna go ahead and kill that one. Need to get one of my AoEs. I think I have 3 AoEs that I'm looking for.
Shields up.
I'm counting the Mind Control tech here as an AoE just because any minion I steal is like 1 removal plus the minion I develop plus 2, I guess 2 minions I develop because I'm taking one of his. So Mind Control tech is pretty much as powerful here as a Hellfire. Hellfire isn't even clearing the 3/4, so.
There's little time.
I got this.
I'm like really needing these Renos early. If anything, I'd take out one Void Caller and add in like a Twilight Drake and go back to the end game boss. Seems like it's a pretty aggro meta right now, and I feel like I want to keep 2 Molten Giants though. Because I don't have the consistency or power in the deck that I need without double Molten Giants. Okay, I might be having to tap for just 1 Hellfire. I think that's my only out here. Reno doesn't heal right now.
You win this time. Well played.
Oh, wait. I can't put it on Twilight Drake. That wouldn't make any sense. So if I want to take a 1 Void Caller, I would have to use another Singleton. Alright, I'm gonna go a couple more games with this. This doesn't look as appealing as I originally thought. Another thing is, I took out the Shredder from last time I played this deck. That's one of the things that I really didn't like about Handlock, playing a Shredder on turn 4.
Gul'dan versus Uther.
I felt like it was easily the weakest 4-drop out of Refresh from Vendor, Drake, and Void Caller. Maybe if you're counting Mountain Giant as a 4-drop. This is actually like the most minion-based meta, I think, in Hearthstone. It's always been what I wanted in Hearthstone, actually. But then, you know, it almost seems like now when it finally happens, it's not. It actually might not be what I want. So.
Reporting for duty.
Who knows? But I'm getting a better idea of what I want to do for my mid-range Paladin for the second half of the stream. I'll probably play this for like an hour and a half and then switch to mid-range Paladin. I have like 1 free slot in that deck. Because I enjoy like the minion combat matchups a lot, mid-range Paladin versus these decks. So I'm definitely not scared of taking damage this game with double Molten Giants, but I am scared of not being able to deal with his board like Mysterious Challenger. Any small minions I can deal with Hellfire at this point, and I do have Draxus with this Void Caller, so it's looking pretty good. It's just, the bad thing about it is I don't have an answer right now to Mysterious Challenger.
I wonder.
Which would be, I guess, Big Game Hunter for my deck. For the most part, Big Game Hunter would do it.
Let's move quickly.
I like how this turned out for me, kind of. The problem is now he has a coin for Mysterious Challenger, and since he missed a lot of early drops, very likely he has it. But I can just Hellfire here and clear his board. And Hellfire actually does that damage to me, which is okay. I would be at 13. Problem is not that great against Mysterious Challenger, so let me think if Sludge Belcher would turn out better against Mysterious Challenger.
Almost out of time.
I don't think it would. Because I don't get Molten Giants this turn, and this isn't enough of a threat to stop Mysterious Challenger. Not to mention there's a Noble Sacrifice already with Mysterious Challenger, so it'd be really good if I can get out a Molten Giant this turn. That way I can use this to attack into the Noble Sac and then trade the Giant for it. But because if he does coin out Mysterious Challenger, I can't exactly double Molten Giant. I would be too close to lethal. I feel like this is still the best option out of the cards that I was given, though.
Put this apple on your head.
Reporting quickly. Reporting for duty.
Okay.
Reporting for duty.
Competitive Spirit. Well, it might be Repentance, but I'd rather Giant get Repentanced than the Sludge Belcher. Hits exactly 7 damage on board right now to take out the Belcher. If he does have Owl, I could die here potentially. The good thing is I'm playing against Paladin, the class with low amounts of burn from their hand. So since I don't have lethal next turn and I don't have any taunt givers in my hand, whatever he plays I'm probably going to have to trade off, like with Giants, or risk dying, so I will be trading here, probably. 69, oh, that's good.
The light shall bring victory.
Your soul shall be mine.
Do I really keep Molten against Priest? I'm actually kind of debating it, because this player I've mostly seen play like really aggro decks, so I almost feel like it's like a Mind Blast aggro Priest. Thing is, if he is a Mind Blaster Priest, it almost seems like he can circumvent Molten Giants, but it's not exactly bad to keep Molten against any type of Priest in a way. Just because even Dragon Priests are all in against you, and it almost feels like Molten Giant against Dragon Priest is okay.
The damned stand.
I still have my double Lord Colors.
Funnel cakes. Get your funnel cakes here.
This guy doesn't do that much here, but
Death does not scare me.
start working on the Death Lord before it gets buffed up too much. Especially if he's running this, I almost feel like it's like an Inner Fire Divine Spirit list, so it definitely helps to just start smacking the Death Lord. If he doubles it, it's not as bad at 7 as 10. I definitely need to keep attacking it. And I have 2 threats for him to deal with on his cultist. He can only kill 1. This is getting really scary because I can get one shot here. Just kind of hope that he doesn't one-shot me for now, because I don't have a way to kill the Death Lord. But he did take some more damage, even though he villain's chosen it. He traded for a minion that did some more damage to it, so. I don't really have to be in worry of dying.
By the power of Magnae, I have the power!
He has been trading, so doubles is 14, and then yeah, that would be 14. Okay, this looks good for me now. I can clear this board here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I can even mind control tech. I can big game hunter, shadow flame, mind control tech. I think I'll mind control tech first, because it's worth it to play mind control tech. He won't ever have 4 again after this clear. And I can't steal some. Oh, nice. So now I don't big game hunter. Actually, looking at it, I'll probably go ahead and shadow flame the Dr. Boom instead of trading, attacking, then shadow flaming. Is that right?
Almost out of time.
I think it's right.
Fine, more selling. Job done.
Just to get one more Emperor activation. I think my board is strong enough where I'm kind of scared of AoE at this point anyways. So I get 5 more damage and 1 more activation of Emperor.
Do you like to play with fire?
Let's not overcommit too much here, because I'm already going to be playing a Molten here, so I feel like Molten heal bot. It's actually better to play this Squire uninspired because of a Light Bomb this turn.
I'll be a real knight.
I kind of have a read that he might not have Light Bomb, but I'm not sure about it because he didn't Light Bomb me last turn. Yeah. I should still easily be able to beat him in a value game. From what it seems like, he's not running dragons. Let's go ahead and kill his guy.
I've got the beast in my sight.
My shield for
We're
Arga.
using real swords. Welcome to the grand tournament, champion.
The damned stand ready.
Okay, that's good. Now I have an answer to Ysera. I don't think he has Ysera because there's no way he would have played this instead of Ysera, but eventually it'll be good. Probably play Dr. Boom here.
Gotcha.
Real swords.
I actually wouldn't expect Burst because his synergy that he's running with this deck, like Priest usually goes for one super gimmick, you know, either like Mind Blast Velens or yeah, Velens and Emperor, you know, Alkanite Circles. It's like he has the one gimmick for Priest and he's already running like the Death Lord gimmick. So it doesn't really make sense for him to be running Death Lord and buffs and stuff and then also having the Mind Blasts and that kind of suite. So I'm not going to be playing Reno here.
Let the pain speak to me.
Embrace the void.
Not move quickly.
It's really desperate for Recycle. At this point, I'm running out of stuff to do. Might just be tapping and playing Reno. Well, we'll see. I like the Minion actually. Let's not open probably don't open myself up to Cabal Shadow Priest. Not that I need the taunt effect, I just don't want to play it. Still no Draxus. I'm going to be playing 2 cards here, so I think this is safe enough, and I could play Voidcaller, but I'll play the Voidcaller later. I actually have a lot of damage in my hand, so even if he plays Ysera, I feel like he'll probably just be dead. 13 damage from my hand, although Ysera would tank the Rag Shot potentially, but we'll have to see.
Paladin, Lord of the Burning Legion!
I was like, what?
Gul'dan versus Maknae.
For Cosmodan! Your soul shall be mine!
I don't see him having a lot of 4 HP stuff. If he had a 4 HP minion, I might keep the Mortal Coil because I'm going to be playing Voidcaller and then Voidcaller Mortal Coil and something. Belcher's 5, so...
Armor made to fit.
I do have my Reno activated here, but it's not really relevant in this matchup to activate Reno early.
From the void I come.
It's actually important I peel his armor early, but I got enough of his armor. He has no armor now, so this makes my... I couldn't tap Mountain Giant. I was planning to tap Mountain Giant, but he killed my Voidcaller. So it actually pulled out a card in my hand, which kind of messed up my plan. Unfortunately, I got like the bad one out. I would have preferred to get not the second Voidcaller, because now it's awkward, right? If I got any other demon, then I could later on play the second Voidcaller and still get demon, and now that plan kind of doesn't work, I think. Not if I don't have enough demons in my hand now. The mini shield slam. Still looks to clear my board. Costs him a lot though.
Shields up. I can take the hit.
This does allow me to trade with the Dark Bomb if he plays the Shield Maiden. I'll probably think about... Well, okay, that's good. I might have wanted him to trade into the Watcher anyways, because otherwise I can't activate it. It's kind of not fighting. But I think if I had Implosion for 4 or 3, I would have traded the Sun Fury in instead of forcing the trade on the Watcher. If I've got an Emperor from that tap, I might have played the Emperor. Let's see, the best card here has to be Soulfire, even though it's gonna be hard for me to use the Soulfire. I don't know, that's so weird, actually. It's more of a burst at the end, huh? It could be a Desperation Soulfire at some point. It's still more effective than any of these cards. It's so hard for me to discard a card in Handlock. Unless I'm using it for the lethal at the end. Oh well, the other cards aren't useful. If this is the old Belcher, I would have not gotten this attack off. I like that patch, the change there. I'm using it for lethal. I guess it depends how you want to think of it, because getting a Gadgetzan Jouster on the field here is probably going to contribute more than 4 damage. But it's like some surprise factor, and sometimes because I have to.
My shield for Argus.
So my goal is to get to 14 life without dying. That way I can play a Molten and a Reno together. Alright, let's go ahead and peel some of his armor off. Kind of weak to brawl, so I didn't play this Zombie Chow. Potential lethal here for him, for Grom.
That's not right.
But he would need a Cruel Taskmaster. And not a Whirlwind effect, so.
Armor made to fit.
I'm gonna go for the heavy pressure play compared to Reno here. Taunt is relatively, like, way safe enough, and this protects my Molten Giant from his board. He can trade his weapon and both of the small minions into the Molten Giant otherwise. Actually, I might go ahead and play Draxus here instead of Reno, just because I don't want to commit too much to Brawl. I decided to play around Harrison Jones. I'm so far ahead here that I feel like Harrison Jones is my own, like, one of my only ways I can lose this game. So
Back to work. By fire be burned.
oh, it's not lethal. I thought it would be. I messed up. Well, I can just go for it. Uh-oh. Well, it's okay, kind of.
Well played.
That belongs in a museum.